Hello learners, welcome back. In this video, we are going to solve another 5 questions which has been asked previously in the GATE examination. So without any further ado, let's start with our first question, and these questions are of worth 2 marks. So here it goes, our first question. From the laboratory investigation, the liquid limit, the plastic limit, the natural moisture content and the flow index of the soil specimen are given as. So let me write the data first. The liquid limit is given as 60%. Then the plastic limit is given as 27%. What is natural moisture content is given as 32%. And the flow index, it is written as IF. The flow index is given as 27 respectively. And we have to find the toughness index and the liquidity index of the soil. So let's start with the definition first. What is toughness index? Toughness index is IT, let's say, is plasticity index by flow index. Index by flow index. Those who don't know what these indexes are or how to find them, I have explained everything in short videos of 1 or 2 minutes in my playlist of soil mechanics concepts. So if you want to know about the soil mechanics concepts, kindly go through that videos where I have explained everything elaborately. So toughness index is plasticity index by flow index. This is the formula which you should remember. Plasticity index is nothing but liquid limit minus the plastic limit. So liquid limit minus plastic limit, and flow index is already given to you. Now liquid limit is given to you. What is liquid limits? It is 60%. So let me write it down. Plastic limit is again given to you. It's 27 and flow index is 27. So you just have to do the plus minus thing and you will get the answer. You will get the answer as 1.22. Okay, easy. This was asked for 2 marks and it contains just the formula. So if you remember the formula, it's easy to fetch marks. Now going to the next part of the question, the second part of the question says that we have to find the liquidity index. So liquidity index is W minus WP by IP. IP is the plasticity index. So natural moisture content minus plastic limit by plasticity index. Plasticity index is liquid limit minus the plastic limit. So we'll just put all these values and we'll get the answer. So W is given as 32% minus WP is given as 27 by WL is again given as 60 minus WP is given as 27. So you solve this and you'll get the answer. So you'll get 5 by 33, which is nothing but 0.15. So let's see which answer is the correct option. So for the first one, we are getting 1.22 and second one is 0.15. So option C is the correct answer. So I hope that was very easy questions. Just you have to remember the formulas. So important ones, I'm just marking it for you. Liquidity index is W minus WP by IP. Now another formula which is important is toughness index is plasticity index by flow index. And if you want to know more about these indexes and how to calculate all these things, definitions, you can go to my playlist, that is soil mechanics concepts. Now let's go to our next question. So here is the next question. The laboratory test on the soil sample yields the following results. The natural moisture content of the soil is given as 18%. So let me write it down. It is, let me write it here. Okay, natural moisture content is 18%. The liquid limit is given as 60%. Let me first write the data. The plastic limit, that is WP, is given as 25%. Now what next? The percentage of clay size fraction, that means the clay is percentage of clay is given as 25%, right? Now what the question demands? The question asks the liquidity index, very simple, and the activity. So as I have told you before also, what is the definition of liquidity index? It is W minus WP by IP. So liquidity index is WP, W minus WP, that is natural moisture content, minus plastic limit by IP. IP means liquid limit minus the plastic limit. As simple as that. So you have to remember that. So this is the second time the GATE is asking this question for 2 marks. So let me put the values. 18 minus WP is 25 by liquid limit 60 minus WP is 25. So the numerator is negative. It comes out to be 7 by 35, and it comes out to be 0.2 minus 0.2. Okay, so don't get confused. This means the liquidity index can be in negative. You are getting the liquidity index in negative. So if you are solving it for the first time and you have a notes copy, just mark it that liquidity index can be in negative. Okay, now the next part of the question says that we have to find the activity. So activity of the soil, the formula for activity is IP by percentage of clay. By percentage of clay. IP means plasticity index, that is liquid limit minus the plastic limit, by percentage of clay. So what is IP? It is liquid limit minus plastic limit. Liquid limit is given as 60%, plastic limit is given as 25%. Everything is given to you. And how much is clay? Clay is given as 25%. You just have to solve this and you will get the answer. So activity comes out to be 60 minus 25 is 35 by 25, and 35 by 25, and it comes out to be 7 by 5, and the answer is 1.4. Okay, so there are two answers, minus 0.2 and 1.4. So option number A is the correct answer. So I hope this is clear to you. Now again, there are two formulas that you have to remember, that is liquidity index is W minus WP by IP, or W minus WP by liquid limit minus the plastic limit, and activity of the soil. Activity of the soil is IP by percentage of clay. So these questions are very common in GATE. Now moving on to the next question. Next question says that the porosity and the degree of saturation of the soil sample are. So porosity is given to you 0.7, and degree of saturation of the soil is given to you. It's 40%. Now what the question demands? The question demands in 100 meter cube volume of soil. So volume of the soil is given to you. Volume of the soil is how much? It's 100 meter cube. The volume expressed in meter cube of air is. So we have to find the volume of air. What is the volume of air? Okay, let's try to solve this. Now you have to know about the definitions, the formula for porosity, the formula for degree of saturation. And now if you don't know, I would request you to again go through my playlist on soil mechanics concepts. These concepts I have explained in very small videos of 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay, so it's very easy. Kindly go through that. Now porosity is volume of voids to the total volume of the soil. So we know from here, can we find the volume of voids? Yes, we can. Porosity is given to you, volume of voids is not given to you, and total volume of the soil is given to you again. So can we find the volume of voids from here? Yeah. So it is 0.7 into 100. It comes out to be 70 meter cube, right? So 70 meter cube is the volume of voids. Now once we know the volume of voids, now from degree of saturation, what is the formula for degree of saturation? Degree of saturation is volume of water to the volume of voids. Okay, how much voids is filled with water? So degree of saturation is given as 40%. That means 0.4 is volume of water to the volume of voids. Now we have just calculated about the volume of voids. Here it is 70 meter cube. So we will put 70 meter cube over here. What we will get is volume of water. Volume of water is 70 into 0.4. So 7 4 is 28. Okay, 28 meter cube is the volume of water. So now we know the volume of voids, we know the volume of water. From the basic concepts, we know that the total volume of voids consists of volume of water plus volume of air. If you don't know these concepts, again go to soil mechanics concepts. So volume of voids we know it's 70, volume of water we know it's 28. So volume of air is very easy to find out. What is it? It is 70 minus 28, which comes out to be how much? Which comes out to be 42 meter cube. It was that simple. Again, this was of 2 marks in GATE 2016. Easy. Now let's move ahead. There is another important question, and this question seems very difficult because it has got many data, but let me tell you, it's very simple question. Basic plus minus, and it is again of 2 marks. So a landfill is to be designed to serve a population of 2 lakh for a period of 25 years. So we have to design a landfill for serving 2 lakh population for next 25 years, right? The solid waste generated is 2 kg per person per day. So waste generated is how much? Waste generated is 2 kg per person per day. So how much is the waste generated per day? Let me just calculate it. Waste generated per day. So 2 kg per person. How many persons are there in the city? It is 2 lakhs. 2 into 10 to the power 5, right? Per day. Kg per day. I should write not per day. This much kg per day. So it comes out to be 4 into 10 to the power 5 kg per day. This much waste is generated from the city every day. Now, the density of the uncompacted solid waste is 100 kg per meter cube. So, whenever we design the landfill, we are not concerned with the mass of this waste, but mass of the waste, but we are concerned with the volume of the waste, right? So, anyway, we have to find the volume of the waste. So, density of the uncompacted solid waste is given to you. So, density is given to you as 100 kg per meter cube. Now this is of uncompacted waste. So what will be the volume of uncompacted waste? Sorry, uncompacted waste. Can we find the volume? So volume is nothing but mass by density, is it? So mass we know it is per 4 lakh kg per day, and density we know. So volume will be how much? 4 into 10 to the power 5 by 100. This is kg per day, this is kg per meter cube. So this will get cancelled out and we will be left with meter cube, right? So this much is the volume of the uncompacted waste every day. And the compaction ratio is 0.4. Now what is this compaction ratio? You might not be knowing this, because in civil engineering we haven't studied about this compaction ratio. Now let me tell you, this compaction ratio means volume of compacted waste of to the volume of uncompacted waste, right? Compaction ratio is volume of compacted waste to the volume of uncompacted waste. Now why is this important? And sometimes I'll tell you, in the exam you are bound to get confused. I'm telling you, for everything you are bound to get confused during the exam, whether it is volume of the compacted to the volume of uncompacted, or volume of uncompacted to the volume of compacted. I'm just not getting that. So in such situations, in the tense situations, you look carefully. This is 0.4. 0.4 means it is something less than 1, right? Now what do you think? Is it the volume of the compacted waste greater, or the volume of the uncompacted waste greater? Of course, the volume of the uncompacted waste will be greater, right? And the ratio is given to you. That means it is volume of the compacted waste to the uncompacted waste. If you go the vice versa, that is volume of uncompacted waste to the volume of compacted waste, this quantity will be greater than this quantity, so you will get some quantity which will be greater than 1, okay, which will be great, this will come out to be greater than 1. So you apply such simple logics. If you somehow don't know what is it, it is compacted by uncompacted or uncompacted by compacted, I have told you the trick how to remember this. So you see the value and you try to guess. So this is something less than 1, okay. So compaction ratio is 0.4 by volume of compacted waste, we don't know, we have to find. What is the volume of uncompacted waste, we know. So it is volume of compacted waste by volume of compacted waste, which is 4 into 10 to the power 3. Now for designing the landfill, we are concerned with the volume of the compacted waste, not the volume of the waste. So volume of the compacted waste comes out to be 4 4 is 16. So 1.6 into 10 to the power 3 meter cube. Now once we know the volume, now there is another thing given to you. The ratio of the compacted fill, that is solid waste plus cover, to the compacted solid waste is 1.5. Now we know that the volume of the compacted solid waste, right? We know this value. We have to find the volume of the fill. So some data is given to you. Volume of, let me write it, volume of fill to the volume of compacted waste is given to you as 1.5. So what will be the volume of fill from here? Volume of fill will be 1.5 into, what is the volume of the compacted waste? It is 1.6 into 10 to the power 3. 1.6 into 10 to the power 3. So it comes out to be how much? Now this value comes out to be 1.5 into 1.6 into 10 to the power 3 comes out to be how much? 2400 meter cube. So this is the volume of the fill we know. Now this is the volume of the fill per day we require. This is the volume of the fill per day, because we were calculating it for per day, but the question demands if you write this answer you will get the wrong answer, okay. So this is why GATE is very tricky. If you write this answer you will get the wrong answer. So let's move on to the correct answer. This is volume of the fill per day, and for how many days we require? We require it for 25 years, right? So for, let's calculate it for 25 years. So it will be 2400 into 365 into 25. Now again, if you calculate this you will get some answer. Let me just calculate this for you right now. So here's the calculator, let me calculate this. It's 2400 into 365 into 25. So it is 219 and 1 2 3 4 5 zeros meter cube. Now if you write this answer you will also commit a mistake, because GATE is very tricky. It requires the answer in landfill volume in million meter cube and not just meter cube. So you have to divide it by 1 million. 1 million is how much? This you should know. It is 10 to the power 6. So 129 into 10 to the power 5 divided by 10 to the power 6. You will get the answer is 221.9 million meter cube. So the answer will be 21.9. So I have explained you the places where you can get stuck, okay. One is this one, that you can get stuck in the formula because there is intense pressure in the examination hall, and second thing, you can end up in writing the wrong answer in spite of calculating it correctly. So there is another catch over here, that you have to correct, you have to do it correctly, that you have calculated it for per day, but the question demands it for 25 years. So here you should remember one thing, and lastly pay attention on which unit the question is asking you the answer, okay. These 3 points if you remember very carefully, I'm quite sure you are bound to crack the GATE examination. Now let's move on to the next question. This is the next question. It says that 500 centimeter cube volume of moist sand weighs this much. So volume of soil is how much? 588 centimeter cube. And the mass of soil is how much? It is 1010 grams. The dry weight is 918 grams. So mass dry is 918 grams, and G is given as 2.67. Assuming the density of water, so density of water is given as 1 gram per centimeter cube. The void ratio, we have to find the void ratio. Now there are so many data given over here, but we'll try to be very specific. We know one formula. Gamma is equals to, gamma means gamma bulk is equals to gamma W G plus ES by 1 plus E. So do we know this value of gamma W? Yes, we know. Do we know this value of G? Yes, we know. What do we have to find? We have to find the value of E. Do we know the degree of saturation? No. Do we know this gamma? No. But the volume and the mass of the soil is also given to you. So can we find gamma? Yes, we can. But what we don't know is degree of saturation. So what can we do? Can we just eliminate this moist soil and find gamma D instead? Gamma D is degree of saturation, gamma dry is 0, and what we get? Gamma W G by 1 plus E. So we'll confine ourselves to here. Now what is gamma D? Gamma D is mass, that is the density of dry soil is mass of dry soil, which is given to you 918, by volume of the soil, which is given to you as 588. Okay, so you will get the gamma D from here. So 918 by 588 will give you gamma W, it is 1 gram per cc, so no need to calculate. G, which is given to you 2.67 by 1 plus E. So it was that simple. So many data were given to you just to confuse you. So sometimes GATE also confuses you by giving surplus data. So don't get confused. They have given a surplus data of this soil, moist soil. So that is not required. So from here 1 plus E will be how much? 2.67 into 588 by 918. You calculate this and you will get the value of E as, I have already calculated this for you. You will get the value of E as 0.71. Okay. This is 0.71. That was all for today's class. Hope you learned many things. I'm not only teaching you how to solve the questions, but I'm also teaching you the places where you can get stuck. So please follow my lectures very carefully. Bye-bye and have a nice day.